Welcome to Data Center. Today we will continue with our overview of Excel. Basically, we'll be looking at data entry, data cleaning, this cell formatting. We'll be looking at use of aggregation functions such as the sum, the divisions, the quotients, the product, and then subtraction respectively. Okay. Now let's populate our cell. I will be developing a data entry sheet for Mr. Simon Store. Okay, let's go this way. Let's quickly enter Syndex. Store. Syndex Food Enterprise. Okay, this is that. Now let's enter for his product or format these rows and the column respectively. Let's just do the data entry. Okay, we have product ID. We have product's name. We have quantity. We have price. We have that is price of item. Okay, price of item or price per item. Okay, then we have total costs. Total costs. We have total sales. Then we have available stock. Then we have, okay, we can set to have percentage sold out. Percentage sold out. Okay, we now have our header. Remember in our previous class, we said that the column contains the variables. Okay, now we have the respective variable here: product ID, product name, quantity, price. Let's quickly format the cell. Now to be able to format the cell, I told you last class that you must select the cell you are working on. Okay, I want to format this. Now Simbesu store is on cell A1. Okay, cell A1. Now, and if you look at this text or the data in cell A1, it cut across different cells. So I want this variable to cut across many cells, and then it should be visible. So to do that, I'll be using merge and center. So to do that, we'll select the cells we are interested in. I want this, and I will click on merge and center in alignment under O group. You can see we now have Simbex Food Enterprise. Okay, I can decide to format the background. I told you in our last class to format the background of the cell. We use this. So let's click on the drop down and select the color of our choice. I want to use this. Then if you want to adjust your role, move your cursor so where you have your worksheet calibrated using number. So you move your cursor to the place, and once your cursor shows cross and double arrow up and down, you can then you left click and then you drag down. Okay, you can see now. Now we have this. Okay, now I need to format this as well. This, if you look at it, you notice that the product ID is entering under the other cell. So let's make sure they are all obvious. So let's select cells involved. Now I've selected. Now for me to make the text obvious, what I'm going to do is I'll go to my home and come to my alignment group. Now look at this, we have wrap tests. Okay, do you see it? Now you observe that the texts are now coming out very well. I'm not comfortable with the font style. Okay, I'll come here under my fonts and change the font style. I love using Times New Roman. Okay, let's go with this Times New Roman. Okay, I can decide to bolden it to this way. All right, now if you look at it, you notice the variable name are breaking down. To be able to adjust your cell, now not the row, you want to adjust the column. You take your cursor to the column, make sure you have a black arrow. Even this time around, you have two arrow at the horizontal level, and then you left click and then you drag. You see it? Same thing for this. Not satisfied, can increase. Same thing for this. Look at it. This is much. Okay, let's go for these two. Let's go for these two. Let's go for these. Okay. Okay. Now we have this. Okay. Now we can now begin to populate our cell. Now for the product ID, for the sake of this class, I'm not going to be attaching alphanumeric. I'll just make it pure numeric product ID. Okay. So to do that, I will put number one here. Okay. Now I want you to take note that if you have a particular series of number and you don't want to be entering it one after the other, you can use the economy that we call cell referencing. Okay, cell referencing is an important functions operations that you perform on Excel on daily basis. As long as you are manipulating and you are working on your Excel on your worksheet, you will use cell referencing. Okay, so to perform cell referencing, it will equal to, immediately you enter the equal to, your worksheet is asking you what do you want to make reference to. Then we want to make a reference to this cell, that is this. Now since column, these cells are moving in a progression of 1 1 1, so I will do this plus 1. Then you see we have 2. Okay, we now have 2. Now for the other items, instead of entering the same formula for respective cell, take my cursor to the lower angle, the right hand side bottom, and make sure my cursor change to black. This time around, you're not seeing a two arrow, it's just changing to pure black. Okay, because you are adjusting, or you want to duplicate your formula to other set. Then you left click and then you drag. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 17. Okay, now let's populate this man is into food business, so you can begin to populate it. Just mention as much food as you can that you feel like this man should be selling in his food